Winwing did it again. At last year's Flight Sim Expo, they dropped a surprise that instantly got everyone interested, an affordable Boeing-style autopilot panel called PAP3, which stands for Panel of Autopilot 3. And as soon as I saw it, I knew this was going to shake things up for many hardware manufacturers. Until now, if you wanted a realistic MCP for your Boeing setup, you either had to build one yourself or shell out serious cash for premium built product. But now, for the first time, we've got a true-to-form, plug-and-play Boeing MCP at a price most simmers can actually afford. At just $150 US. That's insane. Winwing gave me the new PAP3 when I visited FS Weekend 2 weeks ago, and I've been putting it through the test ever since. Here's something cool. At FS Weekend in Lelystad, I flew a Boeing sim at Aviadrome Museum. It didn't have the PAP3 installed at the time, but it was really nice of Winwing to actually donate a couple of PAP3 units to the museum to support their simulator experience. Now in this video, we'll unbox it and put it through tests with PMDG 737-700. Now let's dive in. Inside the box, you'll find USB-C data cable, accessory bag with screws, tool bag, quality assurance certificate, adhesive pads for desktop mounting, 4 left and right brackets, and the PAP unit itself. While casing is not full metal, don't let that fool you. The build feels solid. The knobs and switches have a satisfying tactile response. The layout is classic Boeing 737. Course, auto throttle switch, speed, heading, altitude, and vertical speed all laid out exactly like the real 737 layout, which is based on the Collins design. Setup is plug and play. Just connect to your PC with included USB-C cable. Download SimAppPro and the system recognizes it instantly. No need to map every function manually, it just works. With SimAppPro, you can manage firmware, test functionality, and monitor inputs in real time. Same smooth experience I've had with other Winwing gear. If your USB port doesn't supply enough power, there's a second USB-C port labeled Power Only, great for boosting brightness. For mounting, you've got options. The included brackets give you a 68-degree desktop angle. It also works with 4080 profile cockpits, or you can use optional Winwing's MP1 mount if you're going for a full setup. To test PAP3, I flew from São Paulo, Congonhas to Rio Santos Dumont in PMDG 737-700. It's a quick flight with a very short runway and a famously tricky visual approach. A livestream flight with full VATSIM ATC coverage, making it a perfect test scenario with a workload-heavy arrival. At the gate, I dialed in V2 speed, set the heading and initial climb altitude, and turned on the flight directors while arming LNAV. So we can already pre-select the altitude, right? So we can set it to 310. What's awesome is that you can actually select the acceleration of these knobs. So you don't really have to go, like this. You can set the acceleration and you can set it in the settings. But I haven't bothered with settings, so this is the default. So for the speeds, we're going to set it to V2, it's 131. So of course we're going to turn on our flight directors, right? So flight directors are on, FGs are on, so LNAV is going to be armed, so we'll press the LNAV. Alright, let's get ready for takeoff. On São Paulo Tower, Goal 329 are fully ready to go.
Goal 329 are clear for takeoff. Wind 080 degrees, 3 knots, variable from 040 to 120 degrees, Canadian 018.
Clear for takeoff, Goal 329. Alright, so we're ready for takeoff. Let's set the power. And there we go. Feet off the brakes. Toga. Takeoff. There it is. After takeoff, I engaged LNAV and VNAV. Everything responded instantly.
6, have a great flight, bye-bye.
Command A.
Over
autopilot
to
on.
São Paulo approach, 119.6, Gold 329er, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Perfect, there you go. So LNAV and VNAV set on to departure. Oh, good departure, look at that. So we are climbing right now on a VNAV climb. And everything's looking good. I gotta descend. You gotta let them know, quick. Rio Center, Gold 329, ready to descend.
Go 329, you're clear for descent. Descent in order to get at Asalo at 7,000. Go 329.
Descent 7,000 for Asalo, Gold 329. Okay, so we're gonna dive into this one. So normally to descend you would just kind of recycle the VNAV. So let's see what VNAV's gonna do for us. But we're going to
2060, pronto para estacionamento.
I'm going to yeah, slow it down a bit. Yeah.
Go 2060.
So what we can do is we can you know, obviously do the vertical speed. So let's do the vertical speed and let's just dive for it.
Livre push estacionamento, cauda
Yeah,
direita,
we're
ou
gonna
2060,
intervent the speed.
para o táxi.
Still keep it at 280. We're gonna dive down. On descent into Rio, I was vectored off the star. I used vertical speed and I was given heading vectors, and the rotary encoder was smooth and easy to use.
Go 329 for sequencing, right heading 120.
Right heading 120, goal 329. Okay, 120, yeah, for sequencing, that's perfect.
Top 3924 at Galload, you are clear for
Fantastic,
RP.
so let's do the heading select. Yeah, that's good. We need to bleed off that, you know, that altitude anyways.
Go 329 left heading 050.
Left heading 050, goal 329. Okay, 050.
Pessoal, com Santos Dumont,
Actually really
026.
good that we have that, so that I can show you the heading intervention. So heading select.
Go 329, resume navigation, clear direct to Galload.
Reapproach, I would like to just get vectored for that descent. We were a bit too late for the top of descent, so we're still at flight level 120.
Alright, so flight heading 030 for now, go 329.
Flight heading 030, thanks so much, go 329. Okay, 030, yeah, we need to make sure that we'll go direct to Galload afterwards.
And go 329, continue descent to 4,800 feet.
Continue descent 4,000. We're at 90,000 now, we're good to go direct Galload.
We'll be arriving at our destination shortly.
Alright, so you can resume navigation to Romeo Juliet,
Please see the customer
946. Romeo
or the
Juliet
video
946.
monitors inside the terminal for connection gate information. For your continued safety,
946.
flight attendants will now walk through the cabin to secure it.
Romeo Juliet
We'll
946
collect any
for goal
off-service
329.
items.
Alright, so start your right turn for now, heading 180, and let me know when you can see
We'll be landing shortly.
the next
Thank you.
waypoint you were able to.
180. Right heading 180. We can do Romeo Juliet 31 for goal 329.
Yeah, that works. So flight direct Romeo Juliet 031 and descend and maintain 3,000 feet, code 329.
Flight direct Romeo Juliet 31, descent 3000, goal 329.
Set.
Go 1023, vector for sequencing, left heading 050.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, it was a bit too
Go 1023, vector for sequencing, turn left heading 050.
a bit too late. That's fine.
Left 050 for go 1023.
Okay, I need to be at 160 at Romeo Juliet 107.
Flight deck.
para Congonhas, 223.
Okay, thanks. Captain, the cabin is secure.
Yeah, we'll go down to 160 right now.
Não aparece aqui online.
I'm gonna fly manually now. Perfect. So we're gonna now slow it down to the VREF. That's 124. 124.
Landing gear.
Down.
Flaps.
Correto.
Okay, let's do flaps 40.
Azul 18, pronto para ataque.
Landing checklist complete.
There we go.
Coronel 718, projeto para São Paulo, nível de voo 260, rota do plano, saída aí de Cockpit no Charlie, transição na Shop, transponder 3661. Pós decolagem, controle Rio 119, decimal 0.
Coringou forte aí.
Speed bike up.
Yeah, 193, that's okay. Yeah, I
Gol
think we're good.
978 está autorizado São Paulo com Boeing 260.
The entire flight was managed using the PAP3. No need to click around with the mouse. It just felt natural. Here's a cool bonus. An auto throttle arm switch can be upgraded to a magnetic version. When powered, it physically locks in place, and when power is cut, it resets automatically, just like in a real aircraft. It's a separate purchase, but if immersion matters to you, it's definitely worth it. Before we wrap up, let's talk about pricing. I've included images showing regional pricing across different countries, so you can see pricing options globally. For the features you're getting, this is easily the most affordable and complete Boeing MCP available right now. Let's be clear, this isn't the luxury built with aircraft-grade aluminum. But what Winwing has created is a game-changing balance between realism, functionality, and accessibility at an unbeatable price. You get Boeing-style layout, tactile controls, auto-dimming backlight, plug-and-play setup, optional magnetic switch, and it works flawlessly with all variants of PMDG 737, 777, and iFly 737 MAX. If you fly 737, 777, or anything Boeing on PC, this panel will instantly upgrade your sim. No more clicking tiny knobs on a screen, no more wishlist items, just a clean physical connection to your flight deck. If you want to see the full test flight, I've linked the stream in the description. And if you're building out a Boeing setup in 2025, this panel should be on your radar. Fly smart, fly safe, and keep chasing the horizons. Thanks for watching.